What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, I do want to take a quick second to go ahead and thank each and every one of you guys who tuned into my live stream the other day. I really do appreciate it. We went ahead and played MW 2019's campaign. We wanted to prep ourselves ahead of time for the Modern Warfare 2 campaign that's coming out on Thursday. And let me tell you, it was an absolute blast. Not only is that campaign amazing, I loved it on my second playthrough. I loved it on the first playthrough. It just never gets old. But at the same time, just having you guys there to chat it up with me and just, showing all that love is just outstanding as well. So do not forget, on Thursday, we will be checking out the Modern Warfare 2 campaign. If you don't mind spoilers and you don't want to play the campaign for yourself, you can see me play it live and in action. We'll try to finish it on Thursday, but if we don't, we will more than likely finish it up on Friday. But ladies and gentlemen, today's commentary is going to be an extremely interesting one. Now, I know I say this pretty much all the time with all my topics, but today's topic is going to be truly, it's going to cause a lot of negative reactions in the overall Call of Duty community. Now, if you've been following my channel for a while now, you've been subscribed for a minute, you more than likely have already seen my video where I talked about the possibility of the Prestige system returning in Modern Warfare 2. The Ghost of Hope put out a post that said that the Prestige tokens that we saw in previous Call of Duty games is once again making a return in Modern Warfare 2. Now, obviously, a lot of us already think that the Prestige tokens are going to be used the same way. You use them to get classic emblems or you use them for, something of that sort. But a lot of us wanted to believe that the introduction of Prestige tokens meant that the Prestige system was finally coming back into Call of Duty. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news here, but I have to put it out so everybody is knowledgeable and knows what's going on with the Call of Duty community at the moment. Charlie Intel put out this tweet saying, "New, Modern Warfare 2 features military ranks and seasonal prestiges. The game also features a brand new battle pass system with info to come on the system. Here's all the progression details with more info to come." Now, before we completely dig deep here, I do got to say, the brand new battle pass system, not really anything too big to me, but I would like to see some changes here. I want to see the battle pass system go more towards the direction of Battlefield 2042. That's the only thing they did good about that game. They have polished it off here and there, but the only good thing that I really enjoy out of Battlefield 2042 is how easy it is to progress your way through the battle pass, because you don't only get points towards the battle pass by playing individual games, but you also get points towards the battle pass by doing weekly challenges. And I think that's honestly a fantastic idea. It gives you that little, extra speed boost, especially for hardcore players who do play the game quite often, quite frequently. They will be logging in every once in a while, every single week to go ahead and get these challenges done. So the hardcore players can grind through faster, and then, the people who don't care, they're not that hardcore, they can still grind through the battle pass, but it won't seem like a completely impossible task. For games I don't play on the regular day basis, it's really hard to grind through them without the weekly challenge system, because I don't put that much time into these titles, and that makes it very difficult to get all the content that they're offering to you, especially if you're coughing up money for these battle passes. You want to make sure you get every last bit out of it. So I think that if they go ahead and implement this system like in Battlefield, it will make things 10 times better. It'll allow the hardcore players just, grind through as quickly as they always do. And then obviously for people who are more casual and don't have that much time on their hands, they'll have the weekly challenges and other ways to help them grind through the battle pass a little bit quicker. But this new battle pass system is extremely small when it comes to comparing to what else they're doing within Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. You heard me correctly when I read out the post earlier, but yes, seasonal prestiges are returning. Now, if you are brand new to this channel, maybe you found me through Battlefield, or maybe you found me through Overwatch or some other game out there. If you did, thank you for, obviously subscribing, hitting the bell, and staying tuned to my videos. I really do appreciate it. But in Call of Duty right now, for the past few years, we have switched from a traditional prestige system where you would rank up to a certain level, and then at your own will, you can reset to level 1, lose everything and start from beginning, rank your way back up, but get a new emblem. You could either do that back in the day, but the system changed to how it is now with the seasonal system, to where you rank up to a certain level, it stays like that, and you have no option to reset, you have no option to progress, you have no option to do anything. You rank up and you sit there, you wait until the end of the season, and then when a new season drops, you completely reset to level 1. You don't lose any of your weapons, you don't lose anything. Obviously your level just resets, and at the end of the day, that's all you do. Now, I do understand where people come from saying that, they like the seasonal system because they don't have to grind for the weapons and attachments anymore. And honestly, I can partially agree, even though I do miss the old ways, I do kind of like being able to, have all my classes, because these weapons aren't easy to grind. And as Call of Duty is advancing, the gunsmith is evolving, there is so much to the catalog that it will be a pain in the butt to grind up all these weapons all over again if you decide to prestige. But just the level grind, the progression grind, that's what we loved about it back in the day. It was just something on top of the rest of the fun things in Call of Duty that kept the game interesting and kept us coming back on a day-to-day basis. And they just refused to bring it back to the overall community. I don't understand where the logic is coming from here, but I'm pretty positive I heard them correctly. You guys can correct me in the, comment section, but I'm pretty positive I heard them when they said that they heard our feedback with Modern Warfare 2019. Well, Infinity Ward, if you heard our feedback with Modern Warfare 2019, this would not be an issue right now. This was one of the biggest topics that the whole community has been talking about, and it hasn't improved ever since you guys changed it with the MW 2019. Black Ops Cold War, everybody hated it. Vanguard, everybody hated it. And now Modern Warfare 2, everybody's going to hate it. I don't know what you're expecting to change here. I don't even know if this is something that you can manage. Maybe this is a Activision problem. Maybe Activision wants to have it this way because it's easier to manage their new, quote-unquote seasonal system. And if they change it up, it's going to mess with their numbers, with their, all that good stuff. But I'll be real, I don't really think it's going to mess with your numbers that much if you keep the seasonal system and you allow us to prestige at our own will. I think that would work perfectly fine, When I think of the seasonal system, I do not think of my rank whatsoever. That's completely out of the picture. When I think of a new season, I think of new content, right? That's all I think about. So you could easily keep producing more new seasons, and not reset my rank, and everybody would be just as excited to come back in and try everything out fresh again. There's absolutely no logic behind this design decision, in my personal opinion. And just the design in general of the seasonal system is so busted that it takes you pretty much the whole season to even get close to maxing out. I had to give it an attempt during Black Ops Cold War. I had to truly see how much time it takes for one individual to be able to max out their level within that game. It took me the whole season, insane hours every day, and abusing, seasons worth of double XP that I have stacked up. So it's not even like I got all the double XP in the current season that I was playing. No, this is from not grinding, not using my double XP, not doing anything, just stacking everything up. And then one season, I'm just like, okay, I'm going for it and using everything that I got. And I had one day left after level 1000 until it reset. I wasn't even able to have a full day of being a level 1000, Like, all of that work for absolutely nothing. And of course, I can see it because they save all of your progression for each season in your barracks. So you can see, what seasons you hit level 1000, but nobody else sees it. It doesn't matter, The whole purpose of it back in the day was to have your prestige icon, you have a new emblem, you can showcase your stuff in the middle of a lobby. It's non-existent within these current Call of Duty games. It's completely flawed. Nobody's going to be able to accomplish this unless you know life the game. If you have even a singular job, you're out of luck, You don't even have to be, a full-time worker or a full-time family man or woman, or, whatever you got going on with your life. You could be a high school student that has a part-time job. There's not a chance that you're going to be able to get to level 1000 unless, you just decide that you want to skip homework and you don't give a crap about class and you just want to go all in with the game. Stupid hours. Back in the day, I could take as long as I want. Shoot, I can buy, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, any of the Black Ops games, whatever I want, fresh. Start a new account and go to max prestige if I want to at my own pacing. I could take 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6, it doesn't matter how long. I can do it when I want to. I'm tired of these developers and publishers telling me what to do in a product that I pay for. I think that's my biggest gripe nowadays when it comes to gaming. It's not just how, the live service and all this crap. It's more than just that. It's the developers telling us how to play. They are our parents, and they're giving us a rule set to play by, and if we don't follow those rules, we get in trouble. Gaming was supposed to be a leisure time activity for people. We are the consumers, the customers. You purchase a game, you enjoy it how it is. Nowadays, that's not the case whatsoever. And this right here is a perfect example of that. Capping people's levels, not allowing them to grind up when they want to grind up, not allowing them to prestige when they want to prestige, not allowing them to do anything within their game. It's just an absolute joke, and it needs to change because to me personally, I know it's not, the main case for a lot of people, but there are people out there who like me, and I do like to share my opinions. It is an opinion-based channel. I love COD for that exact reason, the progression system. It's great to me, and without a progression system, I can still play it, but it does take a lot of the livelihood, the life out of the game without being able to stack up prestiges and, feel like I'm progressing towards something. It's funny because back in the OG Call of Duty days, they were adding prestiges. Nowadays, they're taking away prestiges. It's the complete opposite. In Modern Warfare 3, everybody was maxing out their prestige level, and people were complaining and begging for more, prestiges and stuff like that. So they said, okay, you know what? We'll uncap it. You can go to level 1000 now. You can hit max prestige, and then after that, you go to level 1000, and that's it, But they still allowed you to prestige. You still had to hit prestige 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You grind through all of them in Modern Warfare 3, and then when you finish, then you can go to level 1000. They added something cool. It was a positive innovation. You see what I'm talking about? I mention this all the time when they make positive innovations instead of the negative ones like we see here with completely stripping it out of the game. Because, yeah, prestiging was bad. Nobody wants prestiging a COD, so they strip it out of the game instead. I mean, we're moving backwards in time here, people, when it comes to the COD franchise and every franchise, honestly, in gaming. It's getting bad. It needs to be resolved. Infinity Ward cannot just, so openly say this. They need to state if it's an Activision problem or if it's a development problem. Because if it's development, then yes, I can't help but go off. It's ridiculous. If it's Activision, then I feel bad for putting Infinity Ward in the crosshairs of this discussion here. But I mean, they're never open, so I can only assume, until I can get actual factual information on who's making these insane decisions, all we can do is assume. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like button. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, for brand new and enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me? There's 2 ways to do so. I have Twitter and Discord, both link down in the description. And also, if you want to catch me live streams of video games, go over on Twitch. Link that's in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.